But investigators, on the evening of October 14th, Elias Ward left rehearsal for his new film The Harbor's Secret. Surveillance cameras captured him leaving the theater at 9:42 p.m. He was driving his gray sedan toward the coastal highway that led to his home. By morning, his car was found abandoned near a cliff overlooking the sea, engine running, driver's door open, and his phone on the passenger seat. There were no signs of a struggle, no blood, and no witnesses. Authorities initially treated the case as a possible accident or random act of violence. But as the hours turned to days, and no ransom note or activity appeared on his accounts, investigators realized something wasn't adding. Detective Renee Halden, who led the case, said in an interview, "Elias Ward was a national figure. For someone like that to just vanish, there's no such thing as coincidence." Investigators began retracing Elias's final days. Friends described him as focused but anxious. He had been receiving anonymous letters for weeks, all typed and signed, and disturbing in tone. One read, "You're in too deep." Another, "They know." At first, police suspected an obsessed fan. But when they searched Elias's apartment, they found something much stranger, a locked metal box in his study. Inside were printed photographs of Elias with a woman few recognized. The woman was identified as Clara Densmore, a respected journalist from the capital city. She was married, a mother, and known for her investigations into corruption within the entertainment industry. When questioned, Clara revealed that she and Elias had been in a private relationship for nearly a year. She described him as paranoid in his final weeks, convinced that someone close to him was embezzling money from his theater company and that he had gathered proof. Elias had told her he was planning to confront that person, his longtime manager and friend, Daniel Cross. Daniel had been by Elias's side since his first stage role, managing his finances, bookings, and public image. To the public, he appeared devastated by the disappearance, even offering a reward for information. But investigators uncovered troubling inconsistencies. Bank records showed large transfers from Elias's company accounts to shell businesses linked to Daniel. Even more suspicious, Daniel had recently taken out a life insurance policy naming himself as the sole beneficiary if anything happened to Elias. A search of Daniel's home turned up one of the typewritten letters Elias had received. The story had officially shifted from a missing persons case to a potential homicide. When confronted with the evidence, Daniel initially denied any involvement. But after 14 hours of questioning, he broke down and confessed. He claimed the death was an accident. According to Daniel, Elias confronted him after rehearsal about the embezzlement. The argument grew heated near the cliffside road where Elias's car was later found. In the struggle, Elias stumbled and fell over the edge. Daniel panicked. He staged the scene to look like a disappearance, hoping the ocean would hide what had happened. But the ocean gave Elias back. 3 weeks later, during a coastal storm, hikers discovered a body trapped in the rocks below the cliff. DNA confirmed it was Elias Ward. He was still wearing his rehearsal jacket. In his hand, he clutched a small charm bracelet, a gift from Clara. Daniel Cross was charged with manslaughter, fraud, and obstruction of justice, later sentenced to 22 years in prison. At sentencing, he told the court, "He trusted me with his life. I lost control. I can't take that moment back." Elias's final film, The Harbor's Secret, premiered the following year. The opening credits read, "In memory of Elias Ward, whose truth deserved the light." Clara Densmore later published an exposé titled The Stage That Lies Beneath, detailing the financial corruption Elias tried to expose before his death. To this day, many in Norhaven remember Elias not just as an actor, but as a man who tried to reveal the truth, and paid the price for it. Sometimes, the real performance doesn't happen on stage, it happens behind closed doors. And when the curtain falls, the truth finally takes center stage.